Coming up on CityView, Ladybird Lake will tell you what's blanketing the water. National Night Out, join your neighbors and take a stand against crime. And build a backpack, city employees set a new donation record for AISD schools. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Leslie Sopko. Those stories and more, but first our top story. Austin has another affordable housing community to offer residents. The City of Austin recently joined community leaders and foundation communities to celebrate the new Sierra Vista community. Sierra Vista is a 238-unit complex in South Austin, located off of South Congress Avenue. The overall project includes a $20 million renovation of an older apartment complex and a brand new 7,500 square foot learning center. The on-site learning center will allow for the expansion of after-school programming for the families who live there. The City of Austin allocated $3 million in housing bonds to help build this new community.
We couldn't have gone out on a limb and bought this without that city funding as sort of the down payment. Then we were able to go to the bank for the acquisition money. The state provided most of the renovation money, and then private support built the learning center. So this is a great example, I think, of city housing bonds being invested $3 million in what became a $20 million project that really transforms this part of South Congress.
To learn more about affordable housing projects using city housing bonds, visit austintexas.gov/housing. Click on the blue Return on Investment button. Well, chances are, if you've been to Ladybird Lake recently, you've seen what appears to be some type of algae buildup on the water. But not to worry, what you're actually seeing is two aquatic plants that won't cause any harm to the environment. We met with environmental scientist Mary Gilroy to find out what's causing this rapid growth.
So it's important for everybody that uses the lake to understand why things look so different out there this year. Because of the drought, there isn't enough stored water in Lake Travis for LCRA to provide water to the rice farmers downstream. So in a typical summer, a large amount of water would flow through Ladybird, Lake Austin, and then Ladybird every single day, so that the water was basically being replaced almost constantly by fresh water. They still send a little water through the lake every day to keep the Colorado River healthy and to keep some fresh water coming into Matagorda Bay, but it is probably a tenth or less of what we're used to seeing in the summer. The lake is acting more like a typical Texas reservoir. When you have a river moving, the algae doesn't have the ability to build up as quickly and create as large a population. So when the lake slows down like it is this summer, then you add in the abundant sunlight and warmer temperatures, you can have more phytoplankton or microscopic algae in the lake. Is it a nuisance in some places? Yes, but does the good outweigh the bad? And the answer to that is definitely yes. In this case, we're quite lucky that the plants that are taking advantage of those nutrients and the warmer temperatures are native plants. In particular, the one that we see so much of out there is fanwort or kabamba, with the beautiful white flowers that bloom underwater. Kabamba is absolutely a native species to the southeastern United States. It has grown in Barton Springs Pool for many, many years. It's a great plant. It provides lots of benefits to the lake, and we're very glad to see it. This is a 500 surface acre lake, and typically in some years we may only have 10 acres of aquatic vegetation, which is not anywhere near what a lake this size needs for good habitat for fish and oxygen production and food sources. So the aquatic vegetation that we see that has leaves and flowers and is floating underneath the surface, that actually not only provides all kinds of habitat and oxygen and other benefits for the lake, but it also is removing nutrients, so it should help keep the floating microscopic algae population down. We really just have to make sure we can strike a balance between keeping a healthy lake for the aquatic organisms and the waterfowl and fish that live there and the aquatic plants, and then making sure that people can use the lake and enjoy it. We want to leave the rooted vegetation in place because we know how good it is for the lake.
The milfoil and Kabamba are expected to clear up by fall. And now it's time for our Austin City Council update.
If you're heading to the Austin Airport, finding your way around might get a little easier. Council authorized the purchase of new touchscreen directories that will provide better guidance to ABA visitors. Staff will be able to program the new directories to reflect current and changing passenger information. The monitors are ADA accessible and visitors can expect to see them within the next few months. Council also authorized an agreement for software that will track how often materials are checked out from the Austin Public Library. The program will collect data on books, audiobooks, music, and DVDs to help determine future purchases rather than relying on reviews alone. Furthermore, the new program will improve collection performance by ensuring a more effective, customer-focused system to manage the library's collection. In addition, Council approved a contract to help configure a new utility rate structure for Austin Energy's customer care and billing system. Austin Energy will use contractor services to assist in configuring, testing, and implementing the rate change values for Austin Energy customers. The contract is needed to meet the deadline for having a new utility rate structure in place this fall. And finally, in response to recent drought conditions in Travis County, Council directed the city manager to study a new technology to assist with wildfire prevention. Staff will review the technology developed by Fire Watch America that helps identify the origin of a fire in minutes, providing timely notification to first responders. That study will determine if this technology is appropriate for use in Austin. In all, Council considered 99 items at its August 23rd meeting. Its next regular scheduled meeting will be September 27th. For CityView, I'm Taja Beakley.
It's time once again to come out and show your support for your local law enforcement and take a stand against crime. This year's National Night Out Kickoff event is taking place Tuesday, October 2nd from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Domain in the parking lot in front of Macy's. You can also hold your own block party from 7 to 9 p.m.
National Night Out, what does that mean for you? It's an excellent opportunity for you to come out and to commingle with the public safety professionals that serve your community on a regular basis, police, fire, and EMS. It's an opportunity to stand in solidarity with these individuals and to show that your neighborhood is a safe neighborhood, that you care about your neighborhood, that you and your neighbors look out for each other, and that those that would be wanting to conduct criminal activity in your neighborhood should look elsewhere because your neighborhood is a safe neighborhood.
If you want to have a police officer or other emergency personnel visit your block party, go to the Austin Police Department website, austintexas.gov/police, and register by September 14th. Finally, thanks to all of the City of Austin employees who contributed to the 7th annual Build a Backpack School Supplies Drive. This year, employees donated 60% more backpacks than last year, making this the largest donation ever. Build a Backpack is an employee-driven initiative to collect backpacks and school supplies for needy Austin Independent School District students. The backpacks are put on display at Austin City Hall until it's time to distribute them. This year, city employees donated more than 700 backpacks, compared to previous years, averaging around 440 backpacks.
I don't know if you know it, but just having these backpacks ready for our students on the first day of school just really boosts their self-esteem. They come prepared, they're excited, because we do have kids that come to school and they are really sad because they don't have the backpacks and the supplies.
I would like to thank the City of Austin for giving me the opportunity to receive a backpack from this program. I will be ready to get my work done in school with the supplies I have been given and feel much better that my parents and I don't have to worry about not having what I need to be successful this school year. Thank you for supporting the students of the Austin Independent School District. Thank you.
To date, City of Austin employees have donated more than 3,000 backpacks. That's all for this edition of CityView. I'm your host, Leslie Sopko. Our next episode premieres Friday, September 14th. Thanks for watching.